Hey everyone, it's Saray at Saray Plans, and in this video we are going to be doing a plan with me in my daily duo for the week of August 24th through the 30th. I will be using these stickers from KRISSYANNE Designs. This is from the Celebrations collection from last year. This was the Celebrations collections sheets that came like this. I just cut it up so that it could fit in my mini binder, and then the additional sheets are add-ons. So I'm really excited to use this kit for this week, and I accidentally completely mashed it to my planner, which I do on purpose most of the time, but this one was complete on accident, and I really love how that looks together. So let's go ahead and get started with some planning. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out all of the days of the week, that way that is all set. So since this kit doesn't have a ton of washi, I think I'm going to use a couple of these for the weekend. This is something that I did for this past weekend, and I'll show you how that looked. So this is, yeah, so it is a Sunday and this is what I did with the washi that came with this kit. I layered it, and I absolutely adore how this looks. So I'm gonna try to replicate the same thing for this weekend, although I don't know if it'll look exactly right, just because the washi is just so thin. And there may be washi and I missed it, but I will I'll try to make it work. You know, I could probably do this little thin one up here with what does it say? Sunshine on my mind, lost in paradise. I guess that sounds about right. Okay, so I like it. It's a little busy for my taste, but it'll do. I think it's fine. I just won't get too carried away with adding too much stuff to the spread, just because it's just a lot going on over here. So but that'll do for now, and it does take care of covering the notes reflection section here that it says, and then the calendar as well. Okay. The other thing that I have been loving that worked very well this week is to write out the meals for the day in this section over here. I loved the way this worked out this week, and I have been very good at using up what we have and meal planning and just being overall more proactive. So that worked really well. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to do that. And then just on the weekend is a little bit more challenging, just because there isn't a ton of room. But like, for example, on Saturday here, it worked out well to write it here on the bottom. And I still have my hourly schedule with some to-dos that I can build on this spread. So I'm going to go ahead and set that up. But what I'm thinking is that these checklists actually line up perfectly with this to-do section. So I'm thinking I might go ahead and use the checklist instead of having to write breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I know that, you know, what each of those is. So I can just go ahead and cut it a little bit here. Yep, so I'll just trim it down. There you go. And I know that's my breakfast, lunch, and dinner plans for the week. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to coordinate it with the header. So this one's that light blue with the pink here on this side. And I think that'll make it look uniform. All right, so now the other thing that I did here is I added the dash lines to each section just to separate it a little bit more. All right. I won't add the meals just yet to this section just because I have to reference the meal plan for this week, but I'll go ahead and go back and add the meals for each of these. On Monday, I have a doctor's appointment at 10 a.m. and I don't have any doctor's appointment stickers on this kit, but I did find a doctor's appointment. Oh, it's right here. The doctor's appointment label from, this is the 10-year anniversary kit. So I think this would be perfect for this day, and I'll just use it in combination with a half box. So I'm using the Micro Perm 03. This is the one that I like to use on all the KRISSYANNE design stickers. You know how I like to do, I guess it's what's called is the drop shadow on the box. I didn't even know that that was what it was called before I started doing that, which is adding the highlighter color along the right hand side of the box, or just really any side of the box, just to sort of add a little pop of color to that section. So I had been using my mild liners. Well, I gave in and I got these a couple of weeks ago, and a couple of things. I'm really impressed with the range of different colors. I love all the colors that are included here, but the downside is that they do bleed through the page. Let me see if I can find one section where I did use it. I think it was this one. Yeah, it was this one right here. So I used one of the colors, and it's hard to see the bleeding through, but I actually had to white out a couple of the corners, so it won't bleed like the whole length that you color, but it will bleed where you like start and stop, kind of a thing. Although I think I may have found a workaround to this. Yeah, no, I thought it was gonna work. For some reason it did work. I feel like it worked one time when I was using, if I'd used a thinner portion of the marker, but you can still see it a little bit here, so I don't think that's going to work. So I can still use them. I love the colors like I mentioned, and I think it's still a good I guess having all kinds of different options for these colors. I just have to be super careful and not press down on the page too hard, and then I can sort of live with the little bit of shadowing that it does create. But I love all of these colors, and I was so excited when I saw these. But that'll do it for now. And I mean, they're like the perfect color to match these kits. It's just so great. So but that'll do for now. So at 11:30 I have a call, which is only a half-hour long, so I think I'm just going to use this little page flag. And I like to use this Uniball Signal Broad in white to write on stickers sometimes. Okay, that one didn't turn out too good, but I'll move on. And just have to let it dry for a little bit. But I like using that, especially for darker color stickers. Although it doesn't look too bad on this one. Okay. I don't think it's fully dry yet, so I don't want to mess it up. Okay. So at 11:30 I have this call. Oh, and by the way, I've also been loving the Pilot Friction pens. These are the erasable pens, and I've had them for a long time. I've had them for a little while. I have all of these different colors. This is a different style. They're both 0.7, so this is just the clicker version. This is the capped version. I also have the erasable highlighters. I love these. And I also got recently this marker version. So they are sort of like a felt tip style pen, but it's also erasable, and I love them. They're not, the colors are not very vibrant, and that's kind of like why I kind of like them, because they're more muted. So they're not like so bright. Let me see if I can show you a little bit of it. Oh, okay, so maybe I can show you a little bit of a difference between some of these. Like, actually, yeah, this is a good example, I think, in a way. So this is done with the black ink pen with this pen, and then this is done with the tool pen, so it's a little bit darker, and this is like an off black kind of color. So I like it. So I've been using that quite a bit. Plus it's erasable, so if I do make a mistake, I don't have to use the whiteout and white out my entire planner. It's not erasable like you can erase and write all over again, but it does work maybe like for small mistakes or here and there erasing. think Monday setup is all set. I'll go ahead and add all of the other things that I need to do, like my to-do list and my AM and PM routines later on. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and move on to Tuesday. Oh no. Okay, so Tuesday, exciting stuff happening. I have a class I'm facilitating on Tuesday morning, really all day, but my portion is just in the morning. I have a call, and then we have an HOA meeting in the afternoon, and then the ERIN CONDREN seasonal surprise box launches. This is the fall seasonal surprise box. I am so excited. I'm sure it's going to be a great box. I'll go ahead and link the latest box in case you are not familiar with what that's all about, but it is a surprise box, and usually the fall ones are so awesome. I just cannot wait to see. I saw a sneak peek that was posted on the Instagram for EC, and it looks amazing. So I will look forward to doing that, and I might get not just one, I might get two, because I always usually get two, one for me and one to give away. So if you're not following me on Instagram, just stay tuned, because I'm probably going to have a giveaway for the EC surprise box. So let me go ahead and set up Tuesday. The other thing I will say about the box is that the one for the summer sold out in like record time. So if you are planning on grabbing one, then be ready to act rather quickly, because they do tend to sell out. Usually they don't sell out as fast as the one that in the summer did, but that one went out record time. I cannot guarantee that it was not going to sell out just as fast. So super important to make sure to set up your alarms. I often get asked the question around what time does the box get released? Well, it's usually, from my experience, it has been right on the day, right after midnight, but on Pacific Coast time. So if you're in Eastern time like I am, it's usually at 3 in the morning Eastern time. So, but it hasn't been every single time. Most times that's how it works, but just something to keep in mind. I will definitely have it linked. I usually as soon as I see it on the site, I link it. So if you want to hang out with me on IG, you'll be able to find out as soon as it's live. And while I'm at it, I do want to thank you, any one of you guys, that if you've ever used any of my links, it's so appreciated when you're purchasing something, either from, you know, any of the affiliate links really, when you're purchasing something, because it doesn't really cost you anything, and it helps me be able to provide additional content for you all. So just thought I share. I don't think I thank you enough for doing that. So if you do use it, I just know that I thank you so much for you know, thinking of me if you are planning on purchasing. So Tuesday morning I am facilitating a course which has been the pain of my existence. So I think this little guy, this little Steve, pretty much summarizes how I feel about the whole thing with that expression. So Tuesday is good. Moving on to Wednesday. We are getting there. All right, so Wednesday is done, and then we are moving to Thursday. Thursday is another exciting day in the planner community, specifically for EC. So EC is launching a collaboration with Black artists to support social justice issues and fundraising and giving back. So I am so excited for that collaboration. I've taken a peek at some of the new covers, and oh my god, they are just beautiful, and I cannot wait to order a few of those for myself. So definitely check that out as soon as it launches on the 27th. Actually, I had never really tried the EC markers in this planner, and they don't seem to bleed, or at least this one doesn't seem to bleed as much as the Sharpie. So I switched them up just because I have the EC in front of me, and I'm glad that I tried it because it actually works out well. Okay, so I think that is about all of the setup that I want to do for this week. I really love how this turned out. I used a individual color per day, so I have a monochrome, mostly monochrome monochrome day per day. So I have the light blue for Monday, the pink for Tuesday. I think these are two of my favorites. And then I have the dark blue, the light green, some more dark blue, and then I have some pink and some light blue here. And I am so excited. I cannot wait to see the whole week all put together at the end. Oh my goodness, I love these kits so much. I think I'm gonna run it for some more. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me today for this plan with me. I am so excited for another week in my daily duo. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new to my channel, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. I will, as always, I will go ahead and link any of the items that I mentioned during the video in the description section below, so don't forget to expand that just so that you can take a look at what I've used. And with that, guys, thank you so much for joining me again. I will see you guys next time.